Yeah, it was a fateful night, I believe Christmas 1982, when Terry Bam Bam Gordy was able to slam a cage door on Kerry Von Erich's head, and it ignited the entire territory when Terry Gordy, Michael P.S. Hayes, and Buddy Jack Roberts battled Kerry, Kevin, and David Von Erich, and now the next generation. Miranda Gordy is in the ring now, continuing the legacy started by her father.
And her opponent. Making her way to the ring and fighting out of Laredo, Texas, she is rokc.
This featherweight division matchup, rokc has taken professional wrestling by storm over the past couple of years. Laredo native, fighting out of Houston. And Joe, you've got a Houston-Dallas rivalry here. If you know anything about Texas, those two cities are not fans of each other by any means.
And it's only going to get worse as this matchup goes on as far as that hostility. rokc calls herself the prodigy, and with good reason. She's only 20 years old right now. She started training at 13, started having matches at 14. She's always been the underdog, but she's had great mentors like the great Booker T, and that's made her a record breaker across many different promotions, winning women's championships at a staggeringly young age, 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, but will Miranda Gordy take rokc on a bruising trip to Bad Street, USA? We're about to find out. And you know, we're here at Gillies, right? And it's kind of neat if you go outside, literally, you look from the back parking lot. If the Sportatorium were still standing, you could see it right from outside of Gillies. Pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely. It makes you feel so small to be around so much history for world-class championship wrestling. And you think about Terry Gordy and the fact that he was a prodigy in his own right. He debuted at 14. He joined the Freebirds at 17. How about Terry Gordy's success in All Japan Pro Wrestling, teaming with Dr. Death Steve Williams, two-time All Japan Triple Crown champion, seven-time World Tag Team Champion, and all the gold he won in Georgia, in Mid-South, and here in Dallas. I mean, Miranda Gordy has the pedigree to go very, very far, and she seems to have a lot of those powerful traits that D-Roll Dad had as well.
Well, the question for rokc in a matchup like this, I mean, she's clearly the underdog, despite all the buzz about her. Miranda Gordy has a very heavy-hitting, powerful style, and she's much bigger than rokc.
Well, rokc is a self-described underdog, and I think that's something that she's really embraced, and she understands that she's not the biggest in the fight. She's not the most experienced, but what she can bring the most of is heart and tenacity and resiliency. She calls herself a Spitfire. She studies this business inside and out. She studies the sport in every single way possible, every different style, and she's one of the most versatile featherweights I think we've seen thus far.
Well, Joe, nobody's gotten out of that limo yet. Had a camera fixed on that, waiting to see who might be in there. Could be anyone. rokc with the Irish whip, reverse. Wheelbarrow, and hold on.
And with a bulldog into a headlock takeover like that, a great leverage move and great way to control the body and negate the size and power of Miranda Gordy, but those thigh muscles coming into play with the counter. You know, Miranda Gordy, when she's not in the ring, she actually helps rescue horses. She actually owns a horse that used to be a professional racehorse. And that horse is named Need a Drink. And that's very fitting of the Freebird lifestyle, what do you think?
Well, it certainly is. rokc, nice escape, a little the curtsy in the bow. Miranda didn't care for that too much.
I think rokc's impressed by Miranda Gordy, but Miranda Gordy could care less about what rokc brings to the table. She looks at a victim. A nice counter. The Hurricane Rana takeover by rokc. Hits it into the takedown, traps the arm into the crossface. Great ring positioning. Miranda's got nowhere to go to get to a rope. See a tight clench and Miranda counters.
You know, you mentioned Miranda owning the racehorse. I guess you're not going to get into the allegations that she takes those horses and sells them for meat?
Well, listen, I have no evidence of that. I've heard things through the grapevine. I have my sources, but I don't want to say anything like that in close confines of Miranda Gordy. You can come over here.
rokc sent face first into the buckle. Oh, I mean, just look at Miranda Gordy. She's tough as nails.
It's going to be tough. You grow up on Bad Street, USA.
Rokc answers back. That's one thing that Rokc has shown. You're not gonna push her around, but Gordy really laying those chops in. Good God. Oh, Rokc has really gotten under her skin, huh?
Yeah, well, without question. And Rokc, even with her youth in play, she's had more ring time than Miranda Gordy, having trained at 13 that we mentioned. Gordy, a 2.5-year pro, 2 count only. But what Miranda Gordy lacks in experience, she makes up in that raw power and strength and just that dominating presence.
Fans here behind Rokc. And that's going to stick in Miranda's craw as well, huh?
Name really hasn't been too popular in this city, has it? Rokc fighting with everything she has, but how is Rokc going to be able to get Miranda Gordy down and maybe more importantly keep her down? That's the question.
Oh. Gordy grabbing hold of the top rope. Big forearm smash. Uh-oh.
Oh! I know, that's a Gordy specialty, both generations.
Big elbow drop right into the cover, trying to put away Rokc here in Dallas. No, kick out of 2.
Did you see the velocity
Yeah.
that Miranda was able to not drive them, but just plant Rokc straight into the canvas? But it's Miranda Gordy's quest for a featherweight victory that sends her into the, not quite the ring post, but she may have hit behind that turnbuckle pad where some of that steel's exposed.
Yeah, I think so. That's going to give Rokc a chance to recover, catch her breath. Miranda shaking up, favoring the left shoulder. And Rokc feeding off the energy of the crowd. Back on her feet. Fez press. And now just raining down the right fist. And Roxy's feeling it.
Yeah, Rokc could barely stand, so I like her strategy. Luthez press, take her down. Fire away with those fists, but check this out, up underneath. Traps the shoulders, no, shoulder up. Rokc trying to leverage herself on top of Miranda. But that weight position, it took too much time to position that weight, and that's the size advantage of Miranda. Now back to the crossface.
Locked in tight, this is the specialty of Roxy's. Trapping the arm. And look at the position right across at the very base of the nose.
Miranda found a cheap way out earlier. And now rolls through, traps the shoulders. No.
Rokc trying to get it locked back in tight.
Again, that's a disadvantage of being a smaller athlete. Applying this hold, the weight shifts, your shoulders get trapped, you can get pinned, even with your own hold being applied.
Gordy back to her feet. The diminutive Rokc, hold on.
Gotta keep her down, sunset flip. Rokc is fighting with everything she has. And, Gordy was going power bomb.
Jackknife.
No. Well, every time Rokc gets to her feet, she's favoring that back. And wait a minute, this could be the Bam Bam Slam. Stacks her up. And Miranda Gordy wins in Dallas.
The winner, Miranda Gordy.
Miranda Gordy has just sent Rokc to Bat Street, USA.
And you know what they say, the further down the block you went, the better it got. Miranda Gordy brings the Gordy name back to Dallas, which ruled here 35. And Miranda, an emphatic win that belongs in the town halls of Freebird Road. Let's go to Rich Copeland.
Download the Domino's app today and become a piece of.
To congratulate you on an impressive win here tonight in your MLW debut. Welcome to the featherweight division.
Well, featherweight division, I'm the powerweight division. Let me tell you something about all these little Barbie doll ballerina girls. I plan on destroying all of them because I'm not just a girl, I'm a Gordy. And I just took Dallas all the way down Bat Street.
Well, it remains to be